All right, today we are going to be making a garden bed. As you can see, we already have our turkeys here and ready to supervise. What we're going to be doing is pushing the outside chicken run over in a different direction. That way we can utilize all of this space that we have here for our gardens, our vegetables, and things like that. I think now's a good time in December to go ahead and plant onions, so we're going to go ahead and do that if we can go ahead and get everything situated. All right, so the first thing we need to do is clear some space. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the run. Once we get the chickens and turkeys back inside their coop, no, turkeys are not mean, as you can see. They're actually very friendly. And of course, as I put everybody in, everybody wants to come out, but they kind of get the idea sooner or later. All right, don't be a problem. All right, now that we have the chickens and turkeys back in their coop, we're going to start by taking some of this, I guess, fence lining down, homemade. We're going to start by taking some of this fence lining down, taking it all the way down. We're not going to set it up just yet again. After that, we are going to go ahead and create an outline. I'm going to use these logs here. Oh, watch your step. I'm going to use these logs here from our old composting pile to go ahead and create an outline. We're going to see how it looks with that outline, see how much space we're working with, and we'll go ahead and make any adjustments that we need to. All right, so now that we have cleared out this area just a little bit, I'm going to be using these trees to kind of create an outline of what we're going to be doing here. I want the garden to be pretty big, but I'm not too sure on how much space we're actually working with. I definitely still want to create a walkway from the house to the chicken coop to gather eggs, as well as from the house or to the chicken coop to the goats and the ducks. Because in between them, that is where we are going to create our garden. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I definitely want to push back here just a little bit. This is going to be more of a rectangle than a square for sure, but that's going to be fine. So maybe we'll start it back there on that end. Maybe come about that wide. We're going to use this soil here. This was our old raised garden bed. We're definitely going to be using this soil because it's good soil. There's chicken manure in there and other great things to help plants grow. More vegetables, more herbs, a lot more of everything that we can plant. So as I'm still calculating in my head how deep I want this to go towards the house, obviously we're still going to have our 2 walkways here. Watch behind you. That's all right. I think we're going to push this we're going to come out pretty far here. Ooh. Maybe to about right here. Because speaking of walkways, I do want this section to be walkable and drivable as well. As we expand, hopefully, you know, we'll have lots of animals, and I want to be able to drive here to be able to have it accessible by truck with big loads of hay and feed and things like that. So I'm just trying to, as I plan this, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm keeping the future in mind as well. All right, so before we get started on our amazing farm equipment here, the shovel and the tiller, we are going to make sure everything's clear. I did notice, however, that there's a big root here. I think I'm going to leave it inside the garden bed. Hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. And we'll kind of just lay everything out as far as the seeds and plants around that. This isn't going anywhere. This is who knows how many years old, but I don't feel like dealing with it. So yep, I'm gonna clear out this space and then we're gonna see how rough this ground is. I intend for it to give a few problems, not gonna lie, but hopefully it won't be too bad. We do have a lot of pine trees behind us. Those lights are, ugh. We do have a lot of pine trees behind us. So I do anticipate us running into a few roots. This is a compost pile here, at least it was during the summertime. So this is more great soil that we will be adding. We're gonna probably dig this pile up, and it's probably gonna be a good starting point for tilling. We're gonna dig this pile up and also utilize it with our old raised garden bed to make sure that we're getting good quality soil in this garden that we are creating. Get it warmed up. plan is created, and we're definitely working with a lot of space here. It's definitely going to be a lot of work with our small tractor right there, as you can see, but it's definitely work that we're willing to do in order to make this project great. That's going to be it for now. Make sure you guys stop by again to see the rest of this project and how it works out for us. If you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by.